I used to count the cracks in every sidewalk, measure my worth by the weight of what I was. The calendar turning like a thread, each year another test I hadn't studied for. My father's coat still hanging by the door, too big for me at 17. Fits different now, but something shifts when leaves begin to fall. The cold air doesn't cut the way it used to. I'm learning how to be both fire and the chill, the question and the answer all at once. Coming home to a house you've always lived, finally knowing where the light switch is. There was a version of myself I kept apologizing to, some imagined man I thought I should become. He had his life figured out by 25, knew all the names of things, never second guessed. But I've been carrying his photograph too long. Time to let him fade, just paper in the rain. 'Cause something shifts when leaves begin to fall. The cold air doesn't cut the way it used to. I'm learning how to be both fire and the chill, the question and the answer all at once. Like coming home to a house you've always lived in, finally knowing where the light switch is. The seasons don't apologize for changing. September bleeds to end without shame, and I'm just learning how to do the same. So let the frost come settling on the window. I'll be inside, warm enough at last. Not perfect, just present, not finished, just here.
You said I'd never make it out from this estate, the same old route. Clock in, clock out, repeat the day. Something's burning, won't go away. Every knockdown's just a step, every failure's not the end yet. They don't see what I can see. We rise again, we rise again, higher than we've ever been. We rise again, we rise again. Nothing's gonna stop this feeling. Watch us climb, watch us soar. We're not afraid anymore. We rise again, we rise again. Yeah, we rise. You're working up, shifts again, saving up to break the chain. They'll tell you stay where you belong, but you were made for something more. Every setback makes you strong, every
We practiced in the gym on Tuesday afternoons. Mrs. Kelly said I had a decent voice. I wore my brother's jacket, sleeves rolled up like that. Well, kept forgetting all my blocking, couldn't find my spot. Someone's dad was testing lights, everything went bright, then dark, then bright. And I was shaking, but I wanted it so bad, wanted it so bad. All those kids are folding chairs, all those padded chairs, all those everywhere. I remember how it felt to stand up there, like I was someone, like I mattered, like the whole stopped to listen. All those kids, I remember all those kids. I remember all those kids. Jenny Pack sings something from a musical I'd never seen. She got the longest applause, and I was fine with that. We all signed each other's programs in the hallway after. Promised we remember this, remember when a janitor swept up confetti from someone's magic trick gone wrong. And I was tired, but I didn't want to leave, yeah, didn't want to leave. All those kids in folding chairs, all those padded chairs, all those everywhere. I remember how it felt to stand up there, like I was someone, like I met, and like the world stopped to listen. All those kids, I remember all those kids. I remember all those kids. Now I'm driving past the school sometimes at night. The parking lot is empty, the building's quiet, but I can still feel it, the wanting to be seen, the hoping someone's watching, the believing I could be. All those kids in folding chairs, all those padded chairs, all those everywhere. I remember how it felt to stand up there, like I was someone, like I mattered, like the whole world stopped to listen. All those kids, I remember all those kids. I remember all those kids.
The tide rolls in the way it knows, whispers to the sand where no one goes. Sky painted gold like a quiet song. I've been searching here all along. Seaside pure calm, feel it in my chest. Waves sing loud, but my soul's at rest. Seaside pure calm, where the wild meets the free. It's not the ocean, it's what it does to me. Footprints vanish, but the moment stays. Wind hums a tune through the salt, sweet haze. Pebbles like stars scattered under my feet. The edge of the world where the endless meet.